clash of the titans in Moto GP, closer than ever. Away we go, brilliant start from Jack Miller. He's going to zoom through to the hay as well. Fabio will be third, but Miller leads into turn one.
Good start as well by Pecco Bagnaia. He's picked up into the fourth corner. Vinales then from pole into the lead on lap one.
Brilliant stuff from him, and his teammate Rossi as well has made a couple.
He tries to make headway from 11th place, so Maverick Vinales just where he wants to be. Pecco Bagnaia pounces straight away up the inside of as well. So last weekend's race winner, I think, was off the circuit. Certainly one of the opponents, and I think Morbidelli's now last.
Binder goes up the inside and pops.
Sick all week. He'll certainly feel sick right now. No repeat of heroics from last weekend. Aleix Espargaro down and out on lap one at turn 8. Although
he's got his teammate Miller up ahead of him. This is the perfect start though for Maverick Vinales as we come round to Esteban Garcia wanted to see. Binder's going around the outside of Fabio Quartararo. Surely Rossi's down. Rossi's got turn 4. Oh, disaster!
It's early heartache today for Rossi,
and that might just be the dreams of a top 3 overall in the championship.
And Fabio Quartararo is...
Oh, Binder's gone down! Binder's gone down now at turn 15!
At turn 8, Rossi down, back up. Binder down, is he back up?
Across the line we go then. Vinales at 32.8, at 36. Tranmere's now 7th. Leclerc and Alex Marquez, Matt.
He's
9th.
Incredible. You cannot take your eyes off this race. You can't take so here. So Rossi out and back, remount from the factory Yamaha. There'll be no choice of the podium for him. Binder did remount as well.
Made good progress. He's picking off a few a lap at the moment. He's got Leclerc just behind him and Petrucci up ahead.
He lost the control of that Aprilia, and Franco Morbidelli on the outside. He's losing the front into turn 4, still with quite a heavy fuel load.
So, look at the gap coming down. Half a second between Maverick Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia across the line. Then it's Paul Espargaro, who's
right now. He's a couple of tenths quicker on that last circuit than race leader Maverick Vinales. That's a new best race like we've seen here around this 4.2-kilometre Mazzano circuit.
World Championship leader Dovizioso. The reason, I mean, the very fact that we were on board with him a moment ago just tells you how much
in for 6th place. Petrucci's at the head of it. Jack Miller's not too far in front as well. And here comes Pecco Bagnaia. He is just taking time out of a career best 6th place starting position in MotoGP. A couple of early spills for him.
It's a big gap now for
Michelin rear tyre. Pushes the front too much. It's got so much grip, and this track's got so much grip. The new surface, it just overpowers and overloads that front tyre. Costly for the factory Suzuki. Alex Rins at the moment, he's down in 15th. So good all weekend. We know he can go the race distance in terms of his physical condition. He proved that last weekend. No drop.
Pecco Bagnaia, will he try and make the move into turn 1? Is he close enough? Maverick's been given the...
Pecco Bagnaia then hits the front, and he's had the rhythm all weekend to make a break, and there's that already with 22 laps to go, and the fact that they can put it to the ground being shown there by the Ducati. It was a mistake by Vinales. He got in wide at turn 4. A bit like last weekend, unfortunately, starting to fade and drop back down the rankings. So Miller at the moment surrendering vital world championship. 11th place on the grid, compromised Joan Mir. He's 3.5 seconds behind Fabio Quartararo. And at the moment,
second here last week, and he's riding that Ducati like nobody else has ridden it in a long, long time.
I mean, Dobby's in the 12:33.1. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on Alex Marquez because we know how good he is with late race pace. He said his fastest lap of the Grand Prix last weekend
here, and it is showing as well. After that crash this morning in the warm-up as well, Jack cannot wait
on Jack Miller. Whether that's he started with the old leathers. I wonder if Simon Craypark can find out very, very quickly. Completely different ball game altogether. You can see that at the bottom of your screen. He was right in the championship battle. He was only 22 points adrift of Andrea Dovizioso.
Any news on Jack from pit lane time? Quartararo and Dobby would be going into the Grand Prix of Catalunya next week. And you know, a win here for Pecco Bagnaia. Paul Espargaro also load up somewhere in sector 1. You're just tuning in, crashes, it says go free on his leathers. He's got that chance to now.
He really has. He's taken another 2 tenths out of Vinales in that second. Mir then at the moment in quite a lonely 5th. He's just set his personal best lap on the race at 1:32.5, but he's 2 medium rear all weekend. Paul Espargaro said he couldn't get anything else to work. Paul, according to our data, is out there on a soft rear tyre. It's tied between Quartararo and Dobby going to Catalunya. Practice starts on Friday morning, of course, 9:55 AM local time.
There's a lot of race left here, though, Matt, for things to change quite dramatically. I will say this, if Maverick here, still lapping in the mid-132s, catching Fabio Quartararo up ahead, the Suzuki man. Also, just remember, Maverick Vinales then came on song. He put in the second fastest lap of the race, right on, I think it was lap 25.
Painful. Adrenaline, though, we said last week, well, that's the best painkiller in the world, and right now it certainly will be the case for the tyre. He's made the move on the brakes into turn 8.
Well, he'll be gutted. He had podium pace before that crash yesterday at turn 15.
32.5 from Oliveira.
Pecco Bagnaia.
Quartararo just cannot do anything to get within a second of Pol Espargaro. Slightly quicker last dizzy weekends himself. He's been on the floor far too often. He says, hey, that's just the nature of MotoGP in 2020. If you want to be fast,
Nakagami and Petrucci. This is the pace. So far, so good. We thought that might be coming. He's been showing
nominal consistency and speed from Pecco Bagnaia. That's why at the moment he's got that commanding lead over Maverick Vinales, which is around that 1.4 second of his concentration. He's been at the front for such a long time, hasn't he, Pecco Bagnaia?
Remounting the man in 16th, wondering what might be. Pol Espargaro here. Is that the soft rear tyre?
And as we said, he had a couple of big crashes this weekend at turn 13 and turn 6. Brabda having started from a career best 6 in MotoGP.
Yeah, this would be a huge step forward for Kate from this man, Fabio Quartararo, who still hasn't quite got into the rhythm that he showed here. Just had confirmation then, yeah, last minute change on the grid. Pol Espargaro went for the soft rear. That's paid off so far. That has paid. Quartararo has finally got into the mid-32s to put in his fastest lap of the race, and likewise, Ika Lekawona.
Under big threat here for that 9th place from Nakagami, who's much quicker at this phase of the race.
Looking over at the rear tyre, but as it stands, you finish the race, you score a point.
Love to have seen Rossi fighting for the win early on and then fighting for the podium as he did here last weekend, but his hopes ended very
Bagnaia, number 63, another 132.6 from Bagnaia. Brilliant work.
A painful day for Jack Miller as well. Painful because of the crash this morning. Let's have a listen.
Got his way over the last 7-8 days here in Italy.
And he is livid. He is absolutely incensed. I don't think there's going to be any dramas about people keeping 2 metres away from Jack Miller.
Brilliant podium. He might have to fight for it shortly.
Yeah, pressure coming from Quartararo.
Further back, Miguel Oliveira, having passed Ika Lekawona, can't shrug off his teammate at the moment.
He's quite quickly, but getting on the back of a Ducati is one thing, passing it in the hands of Andrea Dovizioso, who's so
for silverware, but for another few precious points as well, which would mean Quartararo takes back his World Championship lead.
So
I'm not kidding, the name just dropped down the left there, and I thought, no way. Yeah, and it's happening at the front as well. Not quite as dramatic, of course, as this, but that is worth monitoring. The gap at the front has got
huge. 3 of the biggest points of Fabio Quartararo's career at stake here, to be fair.
Up towards turn 11 in 4th. Look at that left-hand side, yeah. The tyre's destroyed for Pol Espargaro.
He's going to have no edge grip on the left-hand side, that's for sure. Quartararo swarming all over him. He had to say there, use your head. But he's got a long, long way to defend here at 3s. His pace is just nowhere.
Who's gone down? It's Pecco Bagnaia! The race leader is down!
He's dumped it. Twist in the 2020 MotoGP World Championship. It's abject frustration for Pecco Bagnaia. He was over a second clear in front. Who is writing the script in 2020?
We question. Same corner that caught him out and earlier on in the weekend.
Was that the rip?
That's a hard one to call. How bitterly disappointing. That's Maverick Vinales is leading this race by 4 seconds, and as a result would be... It's just such a bizarre season, isn't it?
You cannot believe it. Crazy with a capital C.
One more.
That would be typical.
He's got 2 more. One more chance, and then one more, and he'll have to do a penalty loop.
Pol Espargaro is defending, and then down at turn 6 with a commanding advantage. Oh, dearie me. Your heart sinks for Bagnaia race. That weight carries on.
Incredible, isn't it? MotoGP this year. I mean, where did this start? And Dran Mir is closing on the pair of them.
Do you know what we were saying? What a difference a week makes in MotoGP. Cast your minds back 7 days ago. Unbridled joy for VR46 Academy.
It's a bit close.
That was close. Can you believe it though? On the last weekend, we thought we were going to have a VR for
Quartararo knows Mir's coming. This is late charge. It's the late show again from Mir. Poor Pecco Bagnaia here. He must be in tears. Maverick Vinales. What a result and a confidence boost this is going to be for him. Laps.
You've got to give him credit, Steve, because he never gave up the chase of Pecco Bagnaia, did he? He kept piling that pressure on it. Every time Bagnaia came to pounce on any mistake, time at Ducati, we thought he was going to have that first MotoGP podium in Jerez, didn't we, when he had the mechanical? We thought he was absolutely nuts. This is the old cliche to finish first. First you've got to finish.
Yeah, and we've got 3 riders here who are all keen to finish on the podium, and
that's what they need on Polispargo right now, because Fabio Quartararo just cannot find a way through. And Mir has come right into the reckoning here. Get that qualifying sorted out, because Mir would be racing Vinales right now.
100%. Through the left-hander we go. He's got 4 through turn 11, through turn 12, and Fabio here is weighing up
because Quartararo and Mir, they're just ganging up right behind him. Polispargo is not famous for being a smooth rider. He's got to be so smooth.
Joan Mir might try and take 2 in 1.
No mercy, Mir. That was brilliant. He got on Rossi's rear tyre on the last lap last weekend.
Defensive from Polispargo. Defensive. Mir's coming through anyway. He's going to have a good look.
What Polispargo will know. He saw made it brilliantly last time around on Fabio Quartararo. Will he try and execute the same manoeuvre on Polispargo?
Just got to get the crashed yet, in case he has. Kalekawena was on for a stunning ride, but he's crashed out with 2 laps to go.
I've got no fingernails left.
Wow, this would be some statement from Maverick Vinales. Really would. Come up on our screen. He's got to take the long lap penalty. The stories do not end, and we start the final lap of the race.
Well, he won't take it. He won't take the long lap
loop at turn 9 and 10. Will he take it here? Has he seen it on his dash? He's come under so much criticism, and I'll hold my hand up and thought, I've lost a bit of faith here. Well, he has proven it. He wins here in Misano. Mir takes 2nd. Fabio goes across the line in 3rd, but he'll take a 3-second penalty, which means that this 2020 season, and I'm so happy for this guy. Another new winner.
Speechless yet again in the commentary box. Unbelievable rides. Maverick Vinales takes the victory podium, and in some ways he probably deserved it, having ridden so brilliantly on that soft rear tyre. Outstanding.